Hello guys, welcome to my channel Chem Insider. So in today's class we are going to discuss about a new chapter of class 12, that is about alcohols and phenols. In the earlier videos or in the earlier classes of class 11 and in the class 12's first video of haloalkanes and haloarenes, we had discussed about hydrocarbons, a bit of hydrocarbons. So whenever you replace an hydrogen atom present in a hydrocarbon with a different atoms such as oxygen, chlorine, bromine, iodine, nitrogen, etc., we get a different all set of compounds of hydrocarbons, which are also called as the derivatives, right? So as we know, our hydrocarbons are of two types, that is aliphatic hydrocarbon and aromatic hydrocarbon. Whenever you replace those hydrogen of aliphatic or aromatic hydrocarbon, we obtain a different type of carbonate compounds with hydrocarbons. So in this particular chapter of alcohol and phenol, what we are going to do is we are going to replace one or more hydrogen atoms of alcohol or phenol, one or more hydrogen atoms of hydrocarbon, which may be aliphatic or aromatic, and replace them with OH group, that is nothing but the hydroxyl group. OH means hydroxyl group. So when we replace hydrogen of an hydrocarbon by hydroxy group, we obtain alcohols in case of aliphatic hydrocarbon. When hydrogen of aliphatic hydrocarbon is replaced by OH, we get alcohols, which are nothing but aliphatic alcohol. If we replace hydrogen of aromatic compounds, we obtain phenol, and if it is substituted, then we will obtain derivatives of phenols. Okay, so now what about this alcohol and phenol, and how are we going to classify alcohol and phenols in a given hydrocarbon system? So for that, let us start with the primary. So the classification of hydroxyl groups containing hydrocarbon, there is nothing but alcohols or phenols. Let us start with the first preliminary classification, that is if you replace more than one hydrogen atoms. So first basis of classification based on number of OH groups. So depending upon the number of OH groups present in the given hydrocarbon, we classify alcohols into 3 or 4 types. Now especially those first are monohydric alcohol, second one is dihydric alcohol, third one is trihydric alcohol, and the last one is polyhydric alcohol. So we have 4 types: monohydric alcohol, dihydric alcohol, trihydric alcohol, and polyhydric alcohol. So here hydric means the OH group present. Hydroxy groups is short form named as hydric group. So monohydric alcohols are those in which the hydrocarbon's hydrogen will be replaced by one OH group. If you have hydrocarbon, let us say CH3, such as like ethane. Okay, so this is the structure of ethane. So if you replace one hydrogen of ethane with a OH group, then those type of alcohols are called monohydric alcohol. Example, ethyl alcohol. So whenever you replace one hydrogen atom with one OH group, or if a hydrocarbon contains one OH group present in it, then those are called as monohydric alcohol. Okay, and if you have two OH groups attached to it, or if you have two OH groups present in a hydrocarbon, such as like this, then those are called dihydric alcohols. If you have two OH groups present in the hydrocarbon, then those are called dihydric alcohol. If you have 3 OH groups present, then those are called trihydric alcohol. Remember, it doesn't have to be attached to the same carbon atom. It can be attached to different carbon atoms also. Like for example, diols, CH2OH, CH2OH. So this is an example for diol. So whenever a compound is attached with two OH groups, then that hydrocarbon will be called as dihydric hydroalcohol, and if it is attached with 3 hydrogen OH groups, then those are called trihydric alcohols. If it contains more than 3 OH groups, then those are called polyhydroxy compounds or polyhydroxy alcohol. Let us say, for example, so this compound here is attached with 4 OH groups. This is an example for polyhydric alcohol. So now if we have 1 OH groups attached to an hydrocarbon, then it is called monohydric alcohol. If it has 2 OH groups attached to it, then it is dihydric alcohol. If it has 3 OH groups, then it is called trihydric. If it has more than 3, then it is called polyhydric alcohol. So now this is about the classification of alcohol based on the number of OH groups present. Now what we'll do is, we are just going to consider monohydric alcohol, and we'll discuss some only 2 or 3 examples of dihydric and trihydric. But monohydric alcohol are further classified into 2 types. Monohydric alcohols are further classified into 2 more types. Those are one in which the OH group is attached to sp3 carbon, one in which the OH group, that is the hydroxyl group, is attached to sp3 carbon, and in the other one it is attached to an sp2 carbon. Okay, so for first one, for monohydric alcohol, if we consider the OH group is attached to a sp3 carbon atom, so carbon sp3 with OH group. If the OH group is attached to sp3 carbon atom, then further there are multiple types. First one is primary alcohol. And then we come across secondary alcohol, and we come across the third one, tertiary alcohol. Okay, so these 3 are nothing but the number of bonds present. If the carbon atom is attached to just hydrogen atoms, and if in case it is attached to one carbon atom, if it is just attached to one carbon atom, then it is called primary alcohol. Like for example, CH3, CH2, OH. So this is an example for primary alcohol. CH3, CH2OH, it is an example for primary alcohol. Next, for secondary alcohol, the OH group should be attached to carbon atom which is in sp3, and it should be attached to at least of 2 carbon atoms. Like for example, CH3, CHOH. So this is an example for secondary alcohol. If it is attached, if the OH group is attached to carbon atom which is in turn attached to 2 carbon atoms, then those are called secondary alcohol. And for the tertiary alcohol, the OH group will be attached to that carbon which is in turn attached to 3 different carbon atoms. So just like this. So here OH group is attached to this carbon atom, and this carbon atom is bonded with 3 other carbon atoms. So this is a tertiary alcohol, this is a secondary alcohol, this is a primary alcohol. Further, sp3 alcohols are also have 2 more types. Those are allylic alcohol. Allylic alcohol, that means if OH group is attached to a carbon which is attached to another carbon involved in double bond. If OH group is attached to a carbon which is attached to carbon, one more carbon involved in a double bond. If a OH group is attached to a carbon atom which is attached to one more carbon involved in a double bond, then this type of alcohol is called allylic alcohol. Okay, if the OH group attached to a carbon is attached with a carbon with different carbon which is involved in a double bond, then those type of are called as allylic alcohol. And we have the second one more type in that is benzylic alcohol. Benzylic alcohol, that is if the OH group is attached to a carbon atom which is attached to benzene ring. If OH group is attached to a carbon atom which is in turn attached to a benzene ring, then that type of alcohol is called benzylic alcohol. Okay, for sp3 alcohol we have 5 types especially now. So first one is primary alcohol, where the alcohol OH group will be attached to carbon atom which is attached to just at least one carbon atom. Secondary alcohol is in case where OH group is attached to a carbon atom involved in two different carbon atoms bonds. And third one, OH group attached to a carbon atom linked with three other carbon atoms. Next, fourth one, allylic alcohol, where the OH group is attached to a carbon which is involved in a double bond. And next, for the benzylic alcohol, OH group is attached to a carbon atom, it is attached to a benzene ring. Okay, so these are the 5 types of sp3 hybridized OH groups, sp3 hybridized carbon and OH groups present. Okay, so now for the second type, that is, what if the OH group, what if the hydroxy group is attached to sp2 carbon atom? What if it is attached to a sp2 carbon atom? So now OH group attached to carbon with sp2. So if the OH group is attached to carbon with an sp2, there are two types. One is vinylic alcohol and the other one is phenol. Okay. Whenever the OH group is attached to carbon atom which is involved in sp2 hybridization, they are of two types. One is vinylic alcohol and the other one is phenol. So first one is vinylic alcohol and second one is phenol. Vinylic alcohol and phenol. So vinylic alcohols are those in which the OH group is attached to aliphatic carbon-carbon double bond. If the hydroxy group is attached to carbon involved in a double bond, then those are called vinylic alcohol. So vinylic alcohols are those which are attached to, where the OH group is attached to carbon atom involved in a double bond. Remember, vinylic alcohol is different than that of the allylic alcohol. In case of allylic alcohol, OH group will be attached to carbon atom which is attached to one more carbon atom involved in double bond. But here the OH group is directly attached to a carbon with a double bond. Okay, that is vinylic alcohol. Next, what is phenol? Phenols are the hydrocarbon, aromatic hydrocarbon, where the OH group is directly attached to a benzene ring. Okay, phenols are the hydrocarbons where the OH group, hydroxy group, is directly attached to the benzene ring. Since the benzene ring is directly attached to OH group, if we call it phenol, it is in common name. Since it is of a direct composition, if further there are substituents present in the phenol group, we call it as substitution of phenol itself. Okay, phenols are now considered as same IUPAC name and common name for OH group attached to benzene ring. Okay, so this is about the OH groups attached to carbon with sp2 bonds. Now, for certain examples of multiple monohydric, dihydric, antihydric alcohols and phenols. So now let us discuss certain examples of monohydric, dihydric and trihydric alcohols in case of alcohols and phenols. Now for a monohydric alcohol, let us consider an examples for monohydric alcohol: CH3, CH2, OH. So this is an example for monohydric alcohol. So one more example we can take is phenol. Phenol can be taken as example for monohydric aromatic alcohol. Okay. Next, for dihydric alcohol, we can consider CH2, CH2, OH, OH. So this is a hydrocarbon with two OH groups. And for the aromatic example, we can go for 1, 2 substituted OH groups to a benzene ring. So like this 1, 4 substitution, or you can take one more example. OH, CH3, OH. This is an example for OH attached with the toluene groups. Okay, so these are example for dihydric alcohol. Next, for the trihydric alcohol, so example OH, OH, OH. CH3, CH, OH, CH2OH, OH. So we can take these as example for trihydric alcohols. Okay, further we have one more type of alcohols. Those are cyclohexanols, that is aliphatic cyclohexanol. We can take that one as an example also. So in this case we are taking cyclohexane with a OH group. This is cyclohexanol. Okay, cycloalkane with OH group is called cycloalcohol. So now that is cyclohexanol. Okay, we can also consider that as an example for monohydric alcohol. So this is about the classification of OH hydrocarbons containing OH group. Now we have understood about the discussion. We have discussed about monohydric, dihydric and trihydric as in case of aliphatic and aromatic. Further, there is a type of compound where the hydrogen of an hydrocarbon is replaced by oxygen which is already attached with one more carbon atom. Those are called ethers. So now in this chapter we are going to study about alcohols, phenols and ethers. That is basically about hydrocarbon being replaced by oxygen atom. So hydrogen is being replaced by oxygen atom. Next is about the classification of ethers. So first of all, what is an ether? So whenever you consider an hydrocarbon, let us say CH4. Okay, so this is a methane hydrocarbon, and when we replace, if we write down the structure, this is like 4 hydrogen atom attached to carbon, right? So if you consider the structure of hydrocarbon of methane and you replace this hydrogen with oxygen, and this is in turn attached to one more aliphatic or aromatic group, that is R. We know R is a general formula for alkyl or aryl group. So if we are attaching a carbon atom, if we are substituting a hydrogen attached to a hydrocarbon by an OR group where R being alkyl or aryl, then those are called ethers. In general, ethers are those compounds we have where we have carbon-oxygen carbon bonds. If a compound contains carbon-oxygen carbon bond, then those are called ethers. Okay, if a compound contains carbon-oxygen carbon bond, then those are called ethers. And there are two types of ethers. One is symmetrical ether. Which is also called normal ether. And second one is asymmetrical ether. Which is also called as mixed ethers. Okay, so ethers are of two types. One is symmetrical ether, or is also called as normal ether, and the other one is asymmetrical ether, which is also called as mixed ether. So what is symmetrical ether and what is asymmetrical ether? Symmetrical ether are those where the compounds or atoms, where the hydrocarbons present on either side of the oxygen are same. If R and R prime, let us consider R and R prime, these are the two alkyl groups present on either side of the oxygen. If R is equal to R prime, then they give us symmetrical ether. For example, CH3O, CH3. So in this case, atoms present on either side of the groups present on either side of the oxygen are same. So therefore this is symmetrical ether or normal ether. If R is not equal to R prime, then we obtain asymmetrical ether. then we obtain asymmetrical ether where CH3O C2H5 can be taken as an example. Here, the groups of atoms present on either side of the oxygen are not same. Then those are called asymmetrical ether or mixed ethers. Okay, so this is about the classification of alcohols, phenols and ethers. So what I'm going to do here is, up till now we have discussed about the classification. In the next videos, we are going to discuss about alcohols and phenols first. Once we are completely done with their nomenclature, physical and chemical properties, preparation and all, then later we'll start for the nomenclature of ether, physical properties, preparation and chemical properties of ether. Okay, that is because ether have a slightly different approach of chemical reaction or preparation, whereas alcohols and phenols are almost the same. Okay, first we'll discuss about alcohols and phenols, about their nomenclature, preparation, physical and chemical properties, and later in the part of after that we'll discuss about the ethers nomenclature, physical properties, chemical properties and how they are prepared and what their uses. Okay, so if you have understood what I have discussed today, please do subscribe to my channel. If you have any doubts, please comment down below. I will provide my mail ID in my description box. You can mail those doubts to me also, and thank you for watching.